You may have noticed the women in the new Jones New York ads look fiercely gorgeous wearing those timeless fall pieces, but there's more than great bone structure at play. Even in photos, you can sense that these particular models aren't just pretty faces, more like forces of nature, representing a range of ages and backgrounds and what it means to be a multifaceted modern woman. They include an editor's daughter turned publisher and an influencer made famous by poetry, not poses. Here's why these 5 models, shot in Jones New York's redefined classics on location in NYC, exemplify what it means to be CEO of your own life. Carolyn styles the Jones New York updated moto jacket with loose separates for an easy weekend-ready look. With her blue eyes, blonde hair and small-town roots, Carolyn Murphy fits that old-school definition of American beauty. What we think is more American: how SHES spent more than 2 decades dominating a career that's supposed to be anything but long-term. She became one of fashion's most wanted faces as a teenager, gracing 7 Vogue covers in the 90s. She made the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2005, became one of the iconic faces of Estee Lauder, and has held on to supermodel status ever since, most recently doing campaigns and editorials for Miu Miu, Alberta Ferretti, Michael Kors, V Magazine, and, of course, Vogue. Now in her 40s, Murphy still ranks among the world's highest-paid models while doing an even higher-pressure job: mom of a teenage daughter. She stays balanced by surfing, horseback riding, gardening, and practicing transcendental meditation. We have no doubt she'll continue giving us life goals for decades to come. Jordan is ready for the office, or after-work cocktails, in the Jones New York new Empower suit. Ever since she followed in Naomi Campbell's footsteps in 2008, becoming the first black model to walk a Prada runway in more than a decade, Dunn has been everywhere: the covers of Vogue, W, and Glamour, campaigns for Burberry and Calvin Klein, runways for Marc Jacobs and Valentino. The British beauty is also instantly recognizable as one of the faces of Maybelline and bodies of Victoria's Secret. But in addition to her work as a supermodel and an advocate for social equality, she serves as a source of inspiration for teenage and single moms. When she announced she was pregnant at age 18, she faced some scrutiny, but chose to channel positive energy into continuing her on-fire career. She famously walked in the spring 2010 Jean Paul Gaultier show 7 months pregnant, wearing a custom-made bustier by the designer, and returned to the runway just 10 weeks after giving birth. Her son Riley is now 7 and Dunn hasn't slowed down. She recently collaborated on her own athleisure line called London and was named Model Influencer of the Year by Elle and Entrepreneur of the Year by Glamour UK. A street-style favourite who counts fellow supermodels Karlie Kloss and Joan Smalls among her besties, she often uses her high profile to address serious, non-fashion topics, like her son's battle with sickle cell anemia, in order to raise awareness and funds. Definitely a role model we're happy to glimpse on billboards all over the city. Julia's refined Jones New York turtleneck is almost as versatile as she is. Wear it to work, or weekend brunch. Julia Roitfeld grew up in Paris as fashion royalty, sitting in the front row of Fashion Week as the daughter of one of the world's most famous fashion editors. No surprise, she began modeling at preschool age. Yet Roitfeld had dreams of her own she wanted to pursue, moving to New York City where she graduated from the Parsons School of Design. From designing her own lingerie line to consulting for fashion brands like Theory and Helmut Lang to landing major modeling campaigns for names like Roberto Cavalli and Tom Ford, the 36-year-old has built her own name in the fashion world, and added the role of successful publisher. In 2013 she launched Romy and the Bunnies, a popular lifestyle site that delves into how modern mothers balance family, career, creativity and style. Named for and inspired by her daughter Romy, born in 2012, the site challenges the notion that women must choose between motherhood and chasing their passions, or being sensual, beautiful creatures. Emily's Jones New York winter coat is a polished addition to any outfit, from a basic tee to a chic black turtleneck. Many models move to New York. Emily DiDonato has been a quintessential New Yorker her whole life. Raised upstate, she has a brother in the NYPD and a retired firefighter dad. She was never a girly girl who sat around dreaming of walking a runway. She played hockey on the boys' team in addition to basketball, lacrosse, and soccer, and worked in a pizzeria as a teen. But after being discovered by a photographer for her unique Italian-ish Native American good looks, that tomboy and athlete went on to be one of the world's most in-demand models, landing on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2013. SHE's walked the runway for Balmain, Givenchy and Chanel, starred in campaigns for Miu Miu, Oscar de la Renta, and Calvin Klein, and recently appeared in editorials for V magazine and Vogue. Despite being one of Victoria's Secret and Maybelline's instantly recognizable faces, her favorite food is still pizza, and she still drives a Volkswagen Beetle she got from her grandmother as a teen. SHE's also focused on giving back, most recently teaming up with St. Jude Heroes, a group that raises funds for the Pediatric Cancer Research Hospital through athletic events. Cleo's Jones New York Essential Striped Tee is a wardrobe must-have whether you wear it alone or with other pieces. Cleo Wade built a name for herself on the power of words. SHE's part artist, part influencer. Some call her an Instagram poet. New York Magazine has called her the Millennial Oprah. One thing that's clear is that SHE's discovered an antidote to internet anger: kind, inspirational, shareable snippets she writes, types, or paints and posts on social media. She likes to give friendly reminders to her followers that they are brilliant, talented and beautiful. Be yourself, I love you like that, reads one of the most shared examples. An advocate for gender and race equality, she also aims to spread acceptance, justice, and peace, and has written for top publications like W and Teen Vogue. A self-made success story, the New Orleans native grew up working at fashion boutiques in the French Quarter, then moved to New York City after high school to be an office manager for a big fashion house. Flash forward to her current social star status. She was named one of America's 50 most influential women by Marie Claire in 2016 and has recently been featured in the New York Times, Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and W.